We got black Latinos and Native Americans. When the Lord says that our kingdom is to come, as long as we follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
I got the camera bag, I'm the cameraman. If shit getting active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call the ambulance. That shit go. If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that. That shit go. If you got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. Ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go. Right, right. If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that. That shit go right. If shit go you best get right, or you'll get you got that right. That shit go.
Wanna go to war, gotta hop into the van. Tryna cut the semen, something you don't understand. Getting tough on my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away for camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners held by them UPK niggas. All them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar here, hanging out the car. Wonder when I pull up straight to the battlefield. And I'ma make sure niggas make it back home. Say, nigga, what you thought? With anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them, we nothing like them niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time to get out the way. The price to pay before
that shit go.
Nah, for real though.
If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that right. That shit go.
Nah, for real though.
If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that.
Chop and cut is the Bible. Black supremacy is the Bible. And I can show it to you if you want. Go tell your mother and your father that they descend from rapists and slave traders. God damn you devils, man. You done raped us and murdered us and lynched us. Put us in prison houses. Set us on fire. You better teach your young boys and girls the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. You expect, you tell your hijos and hijas, el blanco hombre es el diablo.
Chop and cut.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Okay. There we go.
Uh-oh, got the soundtrack.
I think we're back.
Right? I'm setting up. I'm gonna be going live on TikTok as well. We waiting on Officer Karate to get in here, but this is chop and cut to my left or right, depending on how your orientation is on your screen. I'm looking at you to my left. I think it's to the right if they looking at it. I got Officer 1000 Aisha Allah in the building.
I'm gonna say y'all was shy, y'all was smart. I'll let them, but show me I was shy, man. The water for having me, man. It's a pleasure to be here.
Hey,
It's a pleasure
ain't no
to be
show if you ain't
here.
here out of one. Ain't no show if you ain't here, you know.
Man, I stopped that. As a matter of fact, it's been proven that ain't the case.
Nah,
Yeah, I'm saying the
you be
show
holding.
must go on. The show must go on, man. I think you got the best attendance out of all of us. But let me go ahead and introduce this brother here to my right on the screen. This is the officer of 500, Yaga Dar from VA.
Most
Y'all
of
know him already.
Shalom.
You
Y'all
already know.
thumb to all the Akim. Y'all was
Yeah,
Shamal the thumb by Shim. Y'all was shout out all the Akwathin. You know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
We gonna get it in. We Officer Kerala come, Officer 500 Kerala come should be with us shortly.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? He should be logging on. I always say that's the man with the vision. The man
Yeah,
with the vision, you know what I'm saying, of chop and cut. He should be jumping on soon. You feel me? But
yeah,
we're gonna
for
go ahead
sure.
and get it in, man. We got a pretty good show lined up.
Hey, Yaga Dar, Salakia.
Go ahead, I don't want.
Hey, that first the intro before the chop and cut intro. Who does
Okay.
that? Whose song is that?
That's Officer Lock out of Philly.
Okay,
Officer Lock out of Philly, yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
He
Fire.
got a couple of he got some bangers, man. Like if you go I normally listen to him on YouTube. I throw him in my playlist. He got some bangers, man.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
For
Yeah,
sure.
we
It's a
got
lot of brothers.
it's a lot. I just about to say we got a
God
lot
damn.
of talent in the UPK. And it's kind of hard to pick your favorite. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard because they all be doing it. But
Look,
yeah, he got some bangers though. He definitely got some
so
bangers.
and for real, I feel like it's its own genre for real. You
It
know what I
is.
mean?
It
Like
is.
when I was in an Uber a few days ago, and the driver was asking me like, what kind of music you like to listen to?
UPK music.
And I'm like, I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to explain.
It really is.
It ain't just hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like to throw it in there like with hip hop. You know what I mean? I know it's rap and shit, but it's different
Nah,
than rap.
it's so much more than that. You know what I'm saying? And like for anybody that's out there watching, again, UPK, we got our own music service. You know what I'm saying? We got our own music streaming service. You can go right to Tribe Vibes, TRIBEVIBEZ, Tribe Vibes. You know what I'm saying? And download that app for Apple and for Android. You know what I'm saying? Google and Apple Play Store, whatever. Hey, you're gonna get exclusive, not only just music, but the videos as well. And the good thing about it, you know what I'm saying, it's not like the traditional American democracy Esau ran entity where they're trying to rob the artist and the artists don't get anything at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, I think the artists get like 80-85% of anything coming through that go to the artist. So, you know, if you got a favorite artist, an artist that you like, you know what I'm saying, be it Captain the Cod, you know what I'm saying, Officer Natazab, you know what I'm saying, I can go down the list on and on. You feel me? You go in there, you pick what artist you that you know what I'm saying, you be bumping or what brought you to the platform, and they get a certain portion that goes to them is for that as well. And
fair deal.
Yeah, I think it's like $7 a month if you do the yearly joint. $7 a month, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. You know what I mean? And like I said, when I was in the world, right? You know, we come from a different era as far as the music. I used to like Ice Cube and NWA because I felt like when I was listening to it, I would have to really listen and learn what the hell they were saying. I was learning stuff the whole time I was listening. You feel me? Now that's changed now. Now it's not like that. If you're learning anything, you're learning drug culture. You know what I'm saying? You're learning how to destroy yourself more. But I do feel like I was learning, and even like before that, I guess you go back to like the original hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a big fan of KRS-One, but it was a lot of information they stuffed into those tracks. You know what I'm saying? That you could actually learn stuff from listening to it. And I feel like I'm back on that with the UPK. You feel me? You feel like you're back on it. You're listening to what you're supposed to. This is warrior music. You feel me? It's all of the above, but it's about us. And you know what I'm saying? You can't beat that. I feel like you can't beat that. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, at Tribe Vibes, you know what I'm saying? Again, we got our own music streaming service. If y'all you like it, and you can go on any video, any podcast we show that we had throughout the week, and you hear it. I mean, you're not gonna hear that nowhere else, man. It's unique. the priests and prophets of the Lord. It's a couple of sisters on there too. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple of sisters on there as well. So, you know, yeah, if y'all want to support by all means, man, Tribe Vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out you on TikTok. We just started. We up and we running on TikTok right now too. Right now, again, this is Chop and Cut episode 42. Episode 42. We got a nice little lineup today. The devil still being the devil. Ladybug Lindsey done flew his last flight.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Iran and US is just heating up. It ain't dying down at all. And we're gonna chop through it and get on it, man. And then we also gonna talk about again, if we get to it, these deadly friendships, man. These deadly forbidden friendships by the Most High. The Most High forbidden us or told us not to integrate or get with these other nations, man, not to make marriages with them. A marriage is sex is marriage, and to come into an agreement with the two different parts, that's marriage. You know what I'm saying? That friendship we got with the oppressor, that's a marriage. You understand? You going out and voting with them, getting involved in their demise, that's a marriage, man. And the Lord told us not to marry these other nations, man. We ain't supposed to be into it with these other nations like that. And as a result, we keep getting intertwined into them and we keep suffering as a man. And this normally it's a gang of unalivings, you know what I'm saying, for the 4th of July. They always talking about Chicago or Baltimore, the big cities, and how many people got unalived over the weekend for the 4th of July holiday. Well, the main story this 4th of July holiday has been Nolan Wells. They got drowned and his quote unquote friends left him. I did 2 more stories, you know what I'm saying, of another brother that got drowned back in April, and then another brother that got drowned on the 4th of July, same time that Nolan did. All 3 of them had quote unquote oppressors as their friend. And then it's a fourth story, right, with a brother named Jarard Jackson. He went to a electric forest music festival. Now that don't even sound like no shit we would be involved in. Apparently it's techno, it's house, it's a couple more different genres of music that I can't even then remember. So of course, you know, it's predominantly a white crowd. He rents a vehicle. They drive up there from Illinois. Over the weekend, they say he flipped out of one. That's what they say. Even though the boy ain't never had no history of mental episodes, right? They say he had a mental breakdown and he ended up hanging himself. Go figure. You feel me? So we can get to it. We're gonna talk about that as well. And again, it just goes all of it goes back to us not doing what the Lord said to do. You feel me? That's what it always goes back to. Shout out to everybody that's joined us in the chat. You feel me? Everybody on TikTok that's joined us. Everybody on my faithful YouTube and Facebook crowd that's joined us. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna jump on there now. Damn, they done hit me with a restriction on TikTok already. I ain't even said nothing, yo.
Yeah.
Both sides TikTok. Both sides, it might be a short night tonight. TikTok might be a short night.
TikTok.
And of course, they already talking crazy. You don't know what the star went from is Molech. You don't know what that is. Then you put Galatians 3:28. I guess only the Jews and the Greeks is the only ones gonna make it in. If it's only if it's Galatians 3:28, only the Jews and the Greeks gonna make it out of one.
Damn, you know, not the Africans.
Nah, Africans ain't make it. Chinese not make it.
Not the Irish, not the Arabs.
Nah, none of them. And then to show you how unintelligent you are, right? For all you Christians who love pulling Galatians 3:28, you know at the end of it, it says no male, no female. So I guess it ain't no genders in the kingdom. We ain't gonna have no genders in the kingdom. Ain't gonna be no males and no females in the kingdom. You don't know the Bible. You're stupid. You're stupid. You don't know the Bible. You need to get in class. You know what I'm saying? Get in class. If you're a brother, you black, Latino, or Native Indigenous, you need to get in all black. You need to get in all black, learn how to shut your mouth and listen and learn. Because that's the problem. We listening to these damn oppressors about who to be friend. We listening to these oppressors about what the Bible says when they've lied about everything. They've lied about absolutely everything. Guess what the next scripture he just pulled out of one? I'm gonna show you how dumb you are. Guess what else? Just think about it. What's their main go-to out of one?
I don't know.
You know Jesus loves everybody.
I don't know. John 3:16.
Right on the head. John 3:16 is the very next thing you said. Why? Because you are
16 or 17 or 15 or something like that. Somewhere around about.
That's exactly what he pulled. That's exactly what he pulled. They skip right over John 3 and 14, showing you who he's talking to. You skip right over John 3 and 1, who the conversation is about. You do not know the Bible. And everybody that brings these scriptures, you only bringing them because you want to save the oppressor. That's your only reason for bringing them. You don't care about none of the other nations. You want to try to save Esau. You want to make sure that Donald Trump is sitting right next to you in the kingdom. He passing you some of that damn potato salad with the raisins in it in the damn kingdom. You feel me? That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want in the kingdom. How you want that shit up there in the kingdom? Beats the hell out of me. But that's what they want. And it's so sad, man. We say it all the time. Christianity is white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? Religion is white supremacy, democracy, voting, all of the above. The ideology that rules the world is white supremacy, man. And this is where all of your different, the reptilians, the Anunnaki, you know what I'm saying? This is where all of that garbage comes from. And how do you go back to the people that lied and stole your identity to believe to begin with? And that's where you get it back from. I don't get it, man. I don't get it out of one. I don't get it.
I get it, man. Salaki, if I may,
go ahead, out of one.
We are a gullible people, man.
You're nice,
out of one. And God knew and knows this. You understand? Which is why he gave us all of these instructions. You understand? Like no other religion actually gives you real instructions about what to do day to day, what you can and can't. Like what was the shit? It's in Deuteronomy, where the Bible says that, you know, other nations will look at us, you know what I'm saying, and all the laws and shit, you know, all the laws that we gotta follow.
I can put it out of one. That's 4 and 6. Sound like Deuteronomy 4 and 6, even though we don't know what we're talking about.
Good shit. I mean, we might as well.
Even though we don't know what we're talking about out of one. You know what I'm saying? We shooting in the dark. We don't know what we're talking about, though.
But like I was saying, like we just such a gullible people. Like we are people who are thirsting for guidance and direction.
Facts.
But here's one of our fatal flaws, and what we've been like kind of conditioned to. We don't want to hear anything that goes against what we actually want and desire.
That's the problem.
We don't want to be told no about something that we crave, something that we yearn for. We don't want to be. But here's the thing. So oftentimes that thing that you yearn for is harmful to you. You understand? Like you think about a toddler crawling on the floor. And they see that little whatever object it is on the floor. Oh my God, they try to crawl fast as they can to get to it and put it in their mouth. You understand? It could be a penny, it could be just a piece of garbage, a piece of plastic. They're just trying to get to it so they can put it in their mouth because that's what they want to do. That's all they're thinking about is just putting something in their mouth. Because that's like, you know, one of the stages of development. It's that oral phase where, you know, that's how they sense things. That's how they figure out things. That's how they examine it. That's how they analyze it. And they want to do it so bad. If you go and pick that thing up from them and take it from them, oh, the tantrum, the crying, the tears.
Yep.
Oh my God, they're gonna do that long cry where they're out of breath. You know what I'm talking about?
They gotta give you a little extra breath to come back at it again. You know what I'm saying?
If you're a good parent, you're gonna hear that pause. You're gonna be like, damn, are you gonna breathe?
It's a lockout of how we would say they crying real tears. They crying real tears because you're trying to save their damn life.
For something that they want, that they think they need to have, that you as the parent just know, look, listen, that's not what you do. Give it some time. Grow and develop some more, and even you'll understand. Like you don't got to battle a 19-year-old about picking up a penny off the floor and putting it in their mouth. They understand. They learn and they grow. We as a people have to come back to that, but we got to put that pride aside where we think we know every damn thing. You understand? Like we got to, like Christ said, we got to become as young babes again. You understand? And that's why what Commander General Yohan and the ISUPK does is so important to our people, because we completely understand the state that you have to be in order to receive and understand this, so that you can then grow and understand that everything that God told you to do and everything that God told you not to do, you come in here You get in these classes, you know what I'm saying? Be consistent, ask questions, get your questions answered, get counsel. You'll develop and grow to a point where all of it makes sense. You understand? Like you're not kicking and screaming because God said don't eat pork. You're not kicking and screaming because God said, you know what I mean, don't eat crab and lobster, because God said don't celebrate Christmas and worship other gods. You're not going to be freaking the hell out just because you can't have dreadlocks. You understand? You can't have that damn smooth, bald face. You know what I'm saying? The culture that the Most High gave his children was so intentional. And if you got that scripture, we're going to get to it real fast.
Yeah, this is right here. This
give
is,
it enough time, you'll understand. Go ahead.
Oh, no sweat. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. It says, keep therefore and do them.
It says, keep therefore and do them. What is it talking about? You got to keep the what? You got to do what? You understand? It's talking about the commandments. It's talking about the law, statutes, and commandments, man. We got to do those things. Your pastor's an idiot to think that he can do away with that. You understand? To throw that out, how do you throw out the most critical aspect of this entire series of books? You understand? Like you're throwing out the whole plot, the whole premise of it all is that God gave his living instruction to his favorite people, his children. And our responsibility is to keep therefore and do them. Go ahead.
For this is your wisdom and
this your is our what?
Your wisdom.
Our what?
Wisdom.
Our wisdom. This is our wisdom. Keeping them and doing them is our wisdom. Damn, it's the smart thing to do. You understand? Like a baby is not wise to pick something off the damn ground and put it in their mouth. That's not wise to do. But imagine that child starts to learn, all right, you don't just pick stuff up off the floor and put it in your mouth. They accept, they start to do that thing where you at that, nope. You know what I mean? They start to, what it says, hearken unto that, After time, they're going to understand. Yeah, hearken diligently. They're going to understand that I should have never put stuff in my mouth. What was I thinking to go do, doing that? Well, the Bible's talking about we've got these laws, we should do them. If we do, like those laws are our wisdom, read.
And your understanding.
And our understanding. God damn, we think we know something. The Christian church, listen, we've poured all of our, what do I say? We've put all of our eggs into damn near one basket, that Christianity. Right. You understand? Like we've gone all in with Christianity. Because Christianity allows you to do whatever you want to fucking do every day. And then at night, you just say, oh, sorry, guy.
I'm sorry.
If you do that, half of Christianity is under the complete auspices that they're not doing anything wrong. You understand? See, me and my ignorance when I was in the world, I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I knew I had a million apologies that he's got to forgive me. Yep. Even if I wake up, even if I got wicked plans in the morning, I can apologize for today's wicked actions. Say sorry, before I go to sleep, and then wake up in the morning, alarm go off, and go back to the wickedness, and I'll just say sorry again tonight. You know what I mean? Like it's a terrible way to be, man. But the Bible says that this is our wisdom and our understanding. But here's a very important part of this. Keep reading.
In the sight of the nations.
Where? In
the sight of the nations.
In the sight of the nations. We supposed to you won't understand. No one starts going to church and then other people are like, damn, man, what's gotten into you? You know what I mean? Man, you're different, man. You're acting different. What's going on with you? Everybody, how do I say it? It's not one West coming into the ISUPK, you are going to be different to everybody thereafter. That's everybody right. That knew you growing up, hell, people in your household are gonna realize that there's something, they're watching you. You understand? Oh, the other nations, the people at your job, you're gonna stop participating in things that they do. That's you're right. Gonna stop doing the Christmas parties. You're gonna stop the Merry Christmas, everybody. You know what I'm saying? All of the happy birthdays, you're gonna stop all of that, and they're gonna be like, they're gonna watch you and be like, what the hell is going on with this guy?
That's right.
Why is this guy not doing what we do? Keep reading.
which shall hear all these things.
They're going to hear all these what? Salakia.
Which shall hear all these statutes.
They're going to hear all these statutes. They're going to hear that the reason why you're doing what you're doing is because of something that you were told that you can and can't do. They're going to say, oh, you don't eat pork? Why don't you eat pork? You understand? What, are you allergic? That's the one thing I get with, living here on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. It's a big seafood place. You know what I'm saying? Ocean City, the Chesapeake Bay. You know what I mean? All the world's best seafood comes from here. All the crabs and shit. You got all that stuff. And they got seafood boils and all this nonsense. They like, man, you been to that new that new crab spot at the mall, blah, blah, blah. No, I ain't been there. No, I don't eat crabs. I don't eat shrimp, crabs, or lobster. You know what I mean? I don't eat that stuff. What are you allergic? No, I ain't allergic to it.
You Muslim? You Muslim? Is you Muslim?
Oh, look. No, tell them, I read the Bible, and the Bible says you ain't supposed to eat that stuff. God said we ain't supposed to eat it. So I don't eat it. Oh, do you eat pork? No. Like I said, the Bible says you ain't supposed to eat that stuff. I don't eat it. And then you start breaking down about, what the hell those things actually consist of, what their diets are. You understand? I've done classes on the health, the negative impact health-wise of eating that kind of food. You understand, with the mercury and stuff like that. Like, man, you don't want to eat that stuff. You shouldn't eat it. Yeah. And they say, damn, okay, that actually makes sense. Another one, Christmas. Christmas is a very common one that when people ask me, man, are you ready for Christmas? Hell no, the fuck is it? No, Christmas. I'm not a child, you know what I mean? Like we don't celebrate. I don't celebrate Christmas. Oh, what are you, a Jehovah's Witness? No, I'm not. No, I read the Bible, and the Bible says we ain't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? The book of Jeremiah explicitly talks about Christmas. You understand? And it's like, oh, why not? And then I explain how, damn, you know how much money you would save if you don't celebrate Christmas? You know how you ain't got to max out that credit card trying to get gifts for everybody that are just going to get thrown in the trash a few days later after the kids break all the damn toys. You understand? Right. None of the clothes you buy for people are going to fit. You know what I mean? Like, you're wasting money because the oppressor says on December 25th, you got to give people a bunch of gifts. You understand? Like, I talk about how much money I save year after year, not having to do the what are those savings things that people do at the banks and stuff, or in the little groups or clubs, the little they put away like $100 a month or something, like the little savings clubs or something like that. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yearly Christmas joints. I know, for
imagine if everything you were going to do for that, you do that, and then you don't have to fork it all over for Christmas. Man, you see their faces like, damn, wouldn't that be nice? I wish I could, man, the money that I would save, like, there are people still paying off 2-3 Christmases ago with that credit card that came in the mail. You maxed it out 3 years ago for Christmas because this person wanted that person wanted that, and you feel obligated to get them all these things. Man, you break that down and they look at you like, damn, you don't celebrate Christmas, and it's not because you're selfish and hate your kids. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then I talk about how I'm saying, like, Christmas specifically teaches materialism to an insane degree. You know what I mean? Like, it is. If you want to teach somebody how to be materialistic, just show them Christmas. You understand? Like, you just show them the gifts and the disappointment when you didn't get what you wanted. You know what I mean? The hope for things. I just want, you taking your damn kid to the mall to sit on some registered sex offender's lap named Santa Claus because he has a beard, and you're taking pictures with him, and your child's whispering into his ear, telling him all of his hopes and dreams, for the next gaming system or whatnot.
That's right.
That's right. Irresponsible, man.
That's right.
Those are things that we don't do. Why? Because God told us not to do it. And then this is what they say. Start with and say.
And say, surely this great nation
this what?
This great nation.
This what?
This great nation.
Oh, see, all those bywords that they use for the Lord's chosen people, the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Oh man, all all of the degrading terminologies that they have, all of the stereotypes, all of that shit's out the window when they start to hear the logic and the sense and the wisdom behind what we do and what we don't do.
That's right.
And they say, damn, surely this great nation, read,
is a wise and understanding people.
Is a wise and understanding people. Like this isn't your run-of-the-mill, you know what I'm saying, ghetto niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like this isn't that. Oh, these are brothers that actually completely understand life to a level that your president doesn't understand.
That's
you
right.
Understand? Your bishop, your imam, your what the hell is, I saw a guy, he got ordained as some apostle now. He went from being a prophet to an apostle. Listen, don't get me started. Listen, no one, and you come into the ISUPK, what you'll learn is that there are people around you, a vast majority of people around you lack wisdom and understanding about life. They lack it. How do you know? Their actions, their behavior, what comes out of their mouth, the way they treat people. You understand? Like you'll see that they just really don't get it.
That's right.
But these laws, statutes, and commandments, they're packed full of wisdom. You just come in here in the ISUPK, you do what we do. And before long, people will start coming to you with questions because you seem like you got it figured out. You understand? You seem like you're not just flying by the seat of your damn pants. You seem like you got a compass. You seem like you know what you're doing. You seem like you know where you're going. You seem confident. You know what I mean? Like you seem, it's a thing that can be developed, you know what I'm saying, in a person, but only in here.
That's right.
That Christian church ain't got nothing for us, man.
That's
and it's high time we wake the hell up to that. Again, we are gullible people. Man, I saw a pastor today preaching a sermon, Salaki. You know, I'll be studying for, you know what I mean, for my my chop sessions, you know what I'm saying? Man, I saw a pastor, like it was actually a compilation of pastors from the Kajik, Church of God in Christ. Is that what it is? That the Kajik denomination or whatever. They had some not a rally, some event, some group of festivities, some event. And all the different people that were coming up there telling the people to sow a seed, sow a seed.
What a revival?
Sow a seed, a $30 seed. It was a convention. It was a convention.
Okay.
One person comes up there, just sow. Yeah, I need 10 people, 100 people to sow a $20 seed. Then the next person comes, I need 10 people to sow a $50 seed. Like everybody's saying, sow a seed. I need you to sow a seed that you can't sow. If you want a blessing bigger than you can receive, like damn it, and people study handing it over. It's like what a gullible people, man.
Forking it over.
Come on, again, but that's why Christ, was the way he was and taught the disciples the way he taught the disciples, man. And that's why Christ had a big beef with the Sadducees and Pharisees, man. Christ wanted to kick ass about what the way they exploit his brothers and sisters, man.
That's right.
And you don't find any righteous rage nowhere else outside of the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? Nope. Even the ones that try to imitate us, you know what I'm saying? They even they don't have righteous rage about all of this. You dig what I'm saying? Like they locked up with the Christian church.
That's right.
That's
right.
I digress.
But
we'll move on.
Because that's the wisdom of the world, and that's the thing. We've replaced the wisdom and understanding of this Bible for the wisdom of the world, and the wisdom of the world is just to get along. So you go along to get along. So you go along with everything that everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, when you mentioned Christmas teaches your daughter to get on OnlyFans when she gets older. That's what Christmas teaches your daughter. It teaches your daughter to get on OnlyFans. It teaches your son to go out there and sell narcotics. That's what it teaches your son. That's what it teaches them. You know what I'm saying? It teaches them to cheapen the love, the sacrifices that you make as a mother and a father for them. They don't value that house that's over there, that roof over their head. They don't value the water being on, the heat being on, you coming home, taking care of them. They able to eat. You're sending them to school, trying to make sure they got an education. They don't value any of that. What they value is December 25th. What they value is their birthday. What they value is Valentine's Day. They value you teach them to value those days and not value anything else. Then we wonder why they're so selfish when they get older. We wonder why they don't care about nobody else when they get older. You wonder why they're so disconnected. Like when you see the cases of Nolan Wells and you see the cases of not so much Trayvon Martin, but of Carmelo Anthony, where those children were raised in environments where they thought that they were disconnected from their brothers and their sisters. Their neighbors were the people that they lived around, the communities that they were in. When the Bible doesn't say that, the Bible gives you the proper wisdom and understanding on who your neighbors are, what's important and what's not important. That price tag on the car and the house is not important. How we love and treat one another is. So we'll end up getting ourselves in a peer group where we the only one, we the only chocolate chip in the batter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's ISUPK South Carolina. Check it in. You know what I'm saying? Well, you feel me? But we don't mind being the only chocolate chip in the batter. Then when we end up drowned, you know what I'm saying? Everybody scratching their head and wondering why. We end up being that sister with Tamala Ford. You know what I'm saying? You at the damn sleepover as a grown woman, at the sleepover with nothing but other YT women. And then when you the only one that don't make it back home safe, nobody knows what happened. That's because we don't have the wisdom and understanding of this Bible. And we definitely aren't called a great nation by the other people. What they call us thieves. You know what I'm saying? They call us thugs. They call us YNs. They call us everything else. They jump online every day. Every day they jump online and say we was kings. And then what they say? They say we was kings. Why? Because we run out and we celebrate Christmas. And we celebrate these other holidays. And we follow America. We follow the same people that put our people in chains, man. The same people, no matter how you feel about the ISUPK, the same people that slap chains on our grandmothers and great-grandmothers and great-grandfathers, the same ones that did it, that's who we follow. That's where we get our love from. That's where we learn our morality from. And then when we're destroyed later on, those are the same ones that accuse us and say it's our fault. Well, that's not a wise thing to do. It's not wise to have your enemies raise your children and teach your children. It's not wise to depend on your enemy for how you feed yourself and your children. That's not a wise thing to do. It wasn't wise for us to integrate with these people, man. That lack of wisdom that we got from those religious leaders, and Salakia, absolutely correct, Aquafra. That's who got them boot kisses yesterday out there in ISUPK South Carolina. Get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Get out of hand. But it wasn't wise for us to integrate with these nations, and now they over police our neighborhoods. Our kids can't even walk to the store. I saw a video out of one, the young boy walking from the store. It's summertime. It's hot outside. He's walking from the store. The cop rolled up on him. What you doing? Oh, well, you look like you was nervous. Why you had your hands in your pocket? Why you have your hands in your pocket? Pull the boy over. You know how traumatizing that is for a child, for a young black child. You know what I'm saying? That's traumatizing for anybody. It's traumatizing for anybody. But for a young black child not to be able to walk from the store to the damn house without sirens, lights, hand behind your back, handcuffed, up against the car. Where you going? You know how traumatizing that is for a damn child? So it wasn't wise for us to integrate with this nation of people, man, and put them over us. That wasn't a wise thing to do. So they look at us like we damn fools. They look at us like we fools. Who would go along for that? Guess what? They don't do that to Asian people. They don't. Do you really think that they patrol Chinatown and you have never ever seen them put slam an Asian up against the car, grab him by his hair, throw him to the damn ground, let the police dog out the car, chew his leg up, chew his arm up, then throw him in a cell? You've never seen that before. You never will see it when America is actively at war with China right now. And you won't see it happen. Why? Because they don't view them the same way that they view us. We made a lot of wise and a lot of unwise, you know what I'm saying, decisions following these wicked leaders, man. These wicked leaders who did not follow this Bible. They followed their heart. They followed their mind. They followed them pockets. You know what I'm saying? They followed that pocket. And because we want to get that, what I call a heavenly hall pass, you want to get that damn heavenly hall pass, where you can do whatever you want, just like you started out of one, where you can do whatever you want, right? All week long, you know what I'm saying? You can lay down with who you want to, do all the narcotics you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Rob, steal, whatever, go right into that church and say, you know what, I'm sorry. Or if or you do it like a lot of us do. We go on Christmas, we go on Mother's Day, and we go on Easter. You know what I'm saying? You will hit one of those 3 days, and all of a sudden you brand new all over again.
Hey, Salaki, I will cut you off now. You kill me with that one, because what you do is when you go on one of those Sundays, that you know when the pastor asks who want to be prayed for, you go up there.
You look,
and everybody in the church, everybody in the church be clapping and crying. Hey, you been a demon out here, yeah. I know what you been on.
Oh,
they be so happy. Oh,
and they sitting there, look at God, ain't he good? Ain't he good? Ain't he good? Nigga just caught 2 bodies last night. Ain't he good?
Good.
Ain't he good? Got the pack in the car outside in the parking lot. Ain't he good? As you go up there and you cry a little bit, get tapped on the forehead, and now you can start all over again. That's not in the Bible, and that's not wise. That's not a wise thing to do, man. So you are absolutely correct, out of one. And this is what we've been taught, man. This is what we've been taught. You want to be considered wise, you know what I'm saying, and understanding people. That's the other part too. Understanding people. We have understanding with everybody but each other. Everybody else we got understanding with. We'll move out to those same neighborhoods where our kids is being drowned over the damn weekend for 4th of July. They the only ones don't make it back home. And you know what we doing right now, the one? We still in those same neighborhoods trying to have understanding with everybody else. We trying to understand why the judge mother deleted all their accounts. We trying to understand why. Well, there got to be some reason why they did it. We trying to understand. Well, you got to understand where they're coming from. Well, they don't be around a lot of black people. Well, you know, we do hurt ourselves. There is black on black crime. We try to understand them, but we don't never have that understanding with one another. We don't have the understanding with one another. We don't have that compassion for one another, that love for one another. We don't have conflict resolution amongst us, one another, but we do it with them. Or we'll forget everything America done did to us just for the thought of a promise. Think about that. Not no real money, not no real paper, not no resources, no house, no tax credit. Nah, none of that. Just for the thought of a promise. The hope. What they said, what Barack Obama ran on, hope and change. For a little bit for the thought of hope and change, you'll have so much understanding for your enemy, for the oppressor, but you don't have it for your brother. And that's the problem with us, man. And that's what the Bible teaches us not to do. You feel me? That's what it teaches us not to do, man.
Hey, Salaki, y'all get done, if I may. Nah, so what you were saying about understanding is heavy because it go even deeper than that. You know what I mean? Like, just think about this, all of the conflicts over there in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? We understand it. Yeah, like there's an understanding about what's happening over there that you're not going to see in the news. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to get from CNN or Fox. You're not going to get the understanding of that. You know what I mean? Like again, you're not going to get the understanding of how much of a farce the Christian church is.
Nope.
Like, you're not going to understand how much of a joke it is to be immersed with so much hope and faith in something that has proven to never deliver.
Nothing.
You understand? There is nothing beneficial that you've ever gotten from church except for entertainment. You went and saw a stage play. You went and saw, you know what I mean, a version of Broadway.
So a good cry out of one. They got a good cry.
You got a good cry. Maybe you were moved by some motivational speech. You know what I mean? That again, without that music, that motivational speech don't hit the same. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Absolutely not.
And again, if you only understood that your pastor knows that, which is why there are so many pastors that go viral when they're snapping their fingers at the drummer or the organist or the musicians, like, come on, man, keep up. Look, there was a funny video of this it was like a little dude. It was like a young dude, right? He was preaching his first sermon, right? Oh, damn, I might need to pull this clip up.
Well, it
Let me
must
know
have been
if you search.
acapella. It must have been acapella.
Listen, because you know how they get in there and they start trying to do that thing called whooping. You're like, and I seen one day when he was walking down the street. When they start doing that, well, they need the damn dude on the organ to be playing certain, chords like a C sharp or a flat. I'm not musically inclined, so I could have just said that all wrong. But he stopped in the middle of his first little preaching thing, and he was telling the musician, "No, higher, higher." Now, I can't. And then the old head behind him was like, "Man, stop worrying about that. Just preach the word."
Just
like
preach.
it was.
You know what? I think I did see that video. I think I did see
the
video. Yep.
They know that they need that music to try to help invoke that emotion and you to accompany the bullshit they're saying for you to be again just gullible.
So like it's like going to a concert though. You go to a music concert, they be having a lot of these these old school concerts, bring about music you ain't heard in years. It's a certain nostalgia that's attached to the music. So you ain't heard it in forever, but because you haven't heard it in forever, you hearing, oh, that's my jam. What if that was your jam? Why you ain't listened to it in 20 years? Right, this is my favorite song. If that's your favorite song, why is this your first time hearing it in 20 years? Why you still feel like you did when you was in high school, but you've been out of high school for the last? It's all on purpose to again evoke certain emotions in you, and it becomes emotional. And a big problem that our people have, blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous, is our men are too emotional.
Goddamn,
we're too emotional. We make emotional decisions. I see it online every day. Oh, I'm tired of this. I do a new video about another brother getting unalive and another brother getting unalive. Oh, we need to do something about it. Oh, and we so mad. And no, we need to start doing them the way that they do us. We get emotional. We don't apply no logic to it. We've been doing that same thing to one another. How's that worked out? How's that worked out? We don't apply no logic to it. We're outnumbered in this country. Half of our people are strung out. The other half, they conservative. They identify with the oppressor anyway. They think that you're the problem. 90% of us suffer from damn Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
You feel me? So we don't know what's right or wrong. We don't know who to blame. In some kind of way, you misguided way, you're going to blame yourself for whatever problem it is. Why? Because you got Stockholm syndrome. And you've been underneath it for the last 500 damn years. You can't really blame you for it. But as a result of that, we don't know how to move with wise. We don't know how to move with logic, which what the Bible commands of us. As a man, you can't move emotional as a man. You'll make the wrong decision and throw your whole life away in the blink of an eye. And this oppressor is going to be so happy to oblige and take it from you. I saw a video. I don't know if you've seen it out of one where the sister, she walked up to the car. I guess the brother had got caught cheating or whatever. What in the world what they call cheating? That's a myth too, lady. That's really not for real unless he's messing with another man's wife. That's a myth. You know what I'm saying? But she goes up to the car, pistol out,
the gas.
Yeah, and let loose on the
Gasoline?
dude. Let loose. No, with the scrap. Let loose on the dude.
Oh shit, no.
Let loose on him. One shot. He was gone. Go ahead, Otto.
I thought you talked about the one where the sister was pouring that gas all in that truck.
But even that too, though, you know what I'm saying?
That shit up and blew herself backwards. all them eyelashes was gone. I'm certain of it.
Yeah, but look, she went up there and let one shot. Now the brother gone. Yeah. That doesn't solve anything. The children they got now, they don't have a father. Now he gone. Matter of fact, they just lost father and mother because you were so bold and inclined to do it. Even if that's what you was gonna do, which is wrong, you didn't even put no kind of thought into that. I'm just gonna go up and do it because I feel this way. You can't move how you want to move because you feel some type of way. That ain't real life. Well, that'll get you caught up in real life.
Right.
And this Bible teaches us not to move how we move just because we feel some type of way. But just like End of Time said, our men are becoming feminine. The Bible says that feminine are entering into the kingdom of heaven. We can't be like that. Our men, the prophet, the priests and prophets of the Lord, the children of Israel, we're not allowed to be that way. That's that wisdom and understanding that Deuteronomy 4:6 is talking about. We're not allowed to move like that. But also what End of Time said, we are stiff-necked and rebellious people. We don't want to listen. And it goes right back to that metaphor you was given in the beginning out of one with that child They just want to crawl and stuff in his mouth. That child, if they're hard-headed and they don't listen, eventually they're going to succeed. And once they succeed at getting something that they're not supposed to get, it's going to hurt them. They're going to digest something that's going to cause them to hurt themselves. Go ahead, Adawan.
Yeah, no, they're going to fuck around and find out.
They're going to F-O. You know what I'm saying? They go F-A-F-O. And then when that child goes through that pain, that's when it kicks in. That's when it kicks in, because now you're crying. Now you got to go to the doctor and maybe get cut on or maybe get stuck with needles and shit, which is so much harder than just saying, Daddy said don't touch it, I'm not going to touch it. Mama said don't touch it, I'm not going to touch it. Do you see how much easier that is as opposed to getting rushed to the damn ambulance, getting stuck with needles, getting operated on, all because you couldn't heed the warning. All throughout the Bible, that's all the Lord is doing, man. He's warning us. All throughout the Bible, he's warning us. Every priest and prophet he sent, they came to warn us. Look, y'all don't do that. Nah, you don't want to do that. And if you do this, this is gonna happen. And if you do that, that's gonna happen. No, don't get with those people right there. Those people not good for you. Now you're going into a whole nother land. You're gonna have a lot of influences around you. You have to learn how to be, like the sister said in the chat earlier, holy or separate. Holy or separate means you can't do what everybody else do.
Right. Truth
be told, you can't do what none of them do. You can't do what they do. You can't be like them. You can't love them. You can't, because if you love them, it's gonna stop them from you loving me, which is what the Lord told us. And the Christian church doesn't teach that. The Christian church says you can love everybody. And look how that turns out. Our children are molested because they're taught to love everybody. Like when you was giving the example of the Santa Claus, you know what I'm saying? Just what you verbalizing it like that, it sounds so sick. You're sitting on some stranger damn lap, whispering in his ear because of what you want. It sounds so sickening. It's a scene straight out of a damn strip club. That's exactly what that is. And then we wonder why our children go these routes when they get older, man, because we taught them that. We taught them not to be wise. We taught them not to have the wisdom of the Bible. You taught them to be like this oppressor wants them to be. And the oppressor wants you to be like that. He wants you to prostitute your daughter out. He wants you to prostitute your son out. Yeah, he likes that. It's beneficial for him. That's what they was trying to do all through slavery. Think about this, out of one. They tried to do this all through slavery. Hundreds and hundreds. You know, we was in slavery longer than America's 250. If y'all do know that, right? Longer than their damn 250th birthday. We was in slavery longer. And they couldn't break us. They couldn't break us. We still had our morality. We still had some dignity. The men still had some fight in them. Had some fight in them. Then they came with that damn civil rights and that damn feminism. And it broke us. They came with that right to vote and it broke us. That illusion of inclusion, it broke us. Because everything that we was holding on to, even if it was painful, we let that go, man, to be a part of them. And the Lord tell us all throughout the Bible, man, that's the wrong way to go. That's that path to destruction. That the Christian church is on the path to destruction. The Muslim mosque is on the path to destruction. You a Buddhist, that's the path to destruction. If you Black, Latino, or Native Indigenous. Now, if that's your people and that's their heritage and their culture, hey, it's been working great for you. Like I said, I've never seen them pull over. I've never seen them snatch up an Asian for selling cigarettes, loose cigarettes, which they do. I've never seen them snatch them up, put them in a headlock outside their damn store because they in there selling knockoffs and they not paying no taxes like they're supposed to. Damn. And they selling all kinds of meat that you ain't supposed to eat.
Yeah, where's the health department?
Look, since the boycott out of one, I've seen so many different Asian stores getting busted. Frozen cats in the damn freezer, rats and roaches, shit all over the damn. Yeah.
They've been doing that for decades at least.
Doing it. And
since I've been alive.
And I've never seen the health department run up in there and throw everybody on the wall. Yeah. Everybody strip. Everybody go outside, put your hands up. Turn off that damn fried rice. You will never see that happen. But that's what in America, cut that wop off. You know what I'm saying? Cut off that damn wop. Cut that wok off. You'll never see that happen when America is actively at war with these people, man. So what does that tell you? They're actively at war with you too. But you're a different type of enemy if you Black, Latino, or Native Indigenous. You think you one of them. You know what I'm saying? So you're an easier enemy to conquer and destroy You already a conquered people. You're an easy enemy to get over with. You want to be on their side. You don't even want liberation. One of the first stories we were going to talk about, the one we were going to talk about was how the U.S. bases have been attacked. Now they've been going back and forth with this ceasefire, the whole nine. Trump done won the war about 42 times out of one. About as many episodes we done had, Trump done won this damn war. You know what I'm saying? He done won the war 42 times. You know what I mean? Crazy. And these folks still fighting. Well, me and Officer Corral, when you were out of one, we talked about how they had the largest funeral in the world for the Ayatollah that American and Israel unalived during the first day of the attack. Right? They had the largest funeral of the world. It was supposed to be a ceasefire in between then. Right? No, America, Trump couldn't do that. Trump went in. He hit him harder than he had hit him before. Hit him hard. Went into the civilian sectors, hit everybody. And as a result, well, once he's buried now. And Iran came back and said, okay, well, now the gloves is about to come off. And they went back and all those bases they had previously hit, they went back and destroyed them bases, man. They went back and destroyed those bases. They fired on the warships now. I think they said USS Abraham Lincoln done got hit. But you won't hear that in American news. You got to search to find it because they just going to lie to you. They're going to lie to you over and over again. You know what I mean? But the reason why those people are fighting, because those people are free. And when you're free, you fight for your freedom. Your freedom means something. We've never been free over here. We've always got the illusion of freedom. We've always got this idea of freedom. End time said if Russia and China join Iran, we screw. Russia and China have already joined Iran. They've already joined Iran. You know what I'm saying? They've been supplying them with information, which before America would have said that was an act of war. They've been supplying them with targets and strikes. China been letting them use their data, their AI system as far as target strike packages. They've been doing that. But America is a coward when it really comes down to it. Y'all in the chat, y'all let me know when was the last time America won a war. See who all we got in this chat real quick out of one. We got Aqua Fryer checking in out of VA, Most High Christ. We got Princess Tazarah. She says, Ma'a Hayat, Shalom Ka Habakwa, Shalom Yatawab, Habakwa Ya, Wa Kwawataza Wa, Salakia Hayat, Tawaba. My morning, my day, my morning were both good. At the water for you asking, Aqua. Every Friday, ISUPK Baltimore and ISUPK VA, we got a Lasha One class. You know what I'm saying? We do got a Lasha One Quadash class. So that says Golden Star said Diddy. I don't know if he's being funny or not, so I ain't even gonna go in. I'm not gonna go in. We're just gonna say Diddy is trying to follow the oppressor. We gonna give him. We gonna spam him out of one. We gonna spam.
I ain't sparing nothing. That's what we got Tourette's. It had nothing to do with nothing. Burn out Diddy.
What about talking about the damn Diddy?
That's a hell of a Tourette right there. Bless your little heart.
How did Michael B. Jordan them up there? Nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Both sides, Christ. We got Aqua for Dessa in the chat. We got Aqua for Waf in the chat on YouTube, and she helping us out on TikTok with the likes or whatever. The water to you, sis. Like she said, South Carolina got that boot kiss yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ. You feel me? It was a beautiful thing to see. You feel me? Oppressor out there asking for help out of one. This is in their own kingdom. So again, if they do their own people like that, the hell make you think they care about you if you Black, Latino, or Native Indigenous? Their own people is hurting and suffering. While Trump is a billionaire, Elon Musk is a trillionaire. I said it last week in class. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let a damn trillionaire is in Doge cutting food stamps. The trillionaire, world's richest man, let them tell it. Go ahead, Ottawa.
I was gonna say it goes back to it. Being a sucker, like we're not supposed to be suckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like God tried to save us from being suckers by giving us a way of doing things.
That's right. That's right.
You go do things that way. Now you're not a sucker no more.
That's right.
Guess who he didn't teach to not be a sucker? The other nations. You know what I'm saying? That's right. What the scriptures say, as for my statutes and judgments, you know what I'm saying? I have not dealt so with any other nation.
That's
something like that. I might be mixing up two different scriptures,
Nah,
but
that
the
sounds
point is
right.
God gave us the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He gave us the playbook. So the oppressor, I'm not surprised if they're a sucker. You know what I mean? Like I said, like they got suckered by an obvious scammer. Just an obvious lunatic. You know what I mean? Incompetent. He got a lot of money, but it ain't from brilliance. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. Not at
Like,
all. It's all from hustle, all from scamming, all from hustle.
That's a shrewd businessman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. He's not a savant, you know?
And what's so crazy out of go ahead, Flock out of one. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say they put their hopes and dreams into this man who promised that he was gonna make America so great. Everybody, you know, gas was gonna be damn near free. You know what I mean? Like all your wildest dreams are gonna come true if you vote for me.
Look, he said he was sending out $2,000 checks, $5,000 checks. Ain't nobody got the first check.
Come on,
He had them going. Folks, the people that support him, right? They done dropped $500 on the damn Trump watch. He ain't even send the watches out of one. He done got him for a couple mil on the watches. That's
he's got
just
a
how
reputation of that. That's his reputation, though. He's a terrible businessman. You know what I'm saying? Like, Better Business Bureau has red flagged this man.
Right.
You can't really do business with him.
Right.
But they voted for him again because they're naive and gullible.
And they're not a
we're
wise
naiver and more gullible, especially when we find ourselves outside of the Most High's hedges. You understand?
That's
the Bible
right.
says where there is no hedge, you know what I'm saying? That the possession is destroyed, man.
That's right.
Hey, Salakia, Officer Korah.
Most High praise Officer Korah.
He's back. How about you have a shot like a thumb, brother?
How about you shot like a thumb?
Oh, he's still getting skitchy.
He might be getting straight. Well, look, and just also to finish it up on the chat. In times you absolutely correct. United Snakes of America, and that is crazy. You say that snake because that go back to that original snake. That original, the way he beguiled Eve is the way that we are beguiled as a nation now. You know what I'm saying? Again, doing the exact same thing, not listening to the Most High. Aqua Farad said, buy the gifts and you don't need any of it. Like, and that's going back to what you were saying as far as Christmas. It's such a wise thing when you stop celebrating that. I remember going broke every year, trying to get these damn kids what they wanted. And then, like you said, you would get a credit card. Oh, you done came up because you finna max it out. So now you done maxed out $1,000 on a credit card. By the time you pay it off, you done paid $20,000. You paid $20,000 for that damn PS1. You know what I'm saying? Look, you paid $20,000 for you still paying on the damn Super Nintendo right now in 2026. You feel me? Still paying on it because you was unwise, man. You were unwise. Go ahead, Ottawa.
Look, I'll tell. This is a confession. My son, I got twins. You know what I'm saying? And it was about the same time. I was about 5 years old, man. When they kind of really checked me on the Christmas shit. So I was like, you know, because around Christmas time, you got to ask them, well, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? Yep. What do you want for Christmas? And he's like, I don't know. I got everything I want. I don't know. And I remember, like trying to encourage him, like, well, you got to come up with something. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something that you want. I got to get you something. Tell me something that you want. It's like, it registered with me how simple it is to, like, I need you to tell me what to go give some company. You know what I mean? Like, I got to deposit money in some
gotta give it to
some
gotta give it to
Mattel or Fisher Price. I got to go give somebody. I got to give money to Walmart or Toys R Us. I got to go give money to KB Toys. I know. Damn, I think Toys R Us and KB Toys is out of here now. I just
both of them gone now. Yeah, with the advent of Amazon killed all that. You know what I mean?
That's my point. But my point is like a child understood how silly it was to just go and get shit for no reason.
Facts.
And that was profound.
And that's a beautiful thing because most children can't see that. So the fact that at that age they were able to be honest enough. You know what I'm saying? Enough and genuine enough to be like, nah, Pops, I got everything that I want. They weren't greedy. See, a greedy child just gonna say anything just to say anything, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that they had that in there, they were, that explains the valedictorian. You know what I'm saying? That explains that.
Hey, most high and Christ.
You know,
hey, look,
get it
hey, let's get out of here. Shout out to that brother, Trooper Aliyah. And Trooper One. He was right up there close to him too. They
I know they're both of them. You know what I'm saying? Took one and two. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Christ, man.
What I understood in that moment, you know what I'm saying, in that at their young age was if I were to continue to force this on them,
you're gonna corrupt that.
It would surely develop into that. You know what I mean? Like I would be teaching them to just start to expect things because it's this time of year and you're just supposed to expect it. And I need that. Like I want that. I just want stuff because I want it, not because I need it. I just understood. You know what I mean? Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Even not, I wasn't in the truth at the time, but I was observant. You know what I mean? And again, I'm a new parent. You know what I mean? Like I'm like this is my first go at trying to raise a human. You know what I mean? And teach them and show them everything, which is what led me to the truth. You know what I mean? That burden of I've got to show these kids what this world means, and I'm just gonna wing this shit. Yep. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna follow my heart about it. You know what I mean? Like hell no, there has to be a way. There has to be a manual on how to do this.
Facts.
The Christian church ain't got that manual. Goddamn Islam.
They don't use it, man. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna teach you how to raise up some bombers. You understand?
And it's so crazy out of one, like, cause like we got the manual, but they refuse to use the manual, which is again, how unwise is that? You building the damn entertainment center, you go, these the instructions on building it here. Nah, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I got it. And then when we destroy everything, the kids is destroyed. We blaming the Most High, like why? We blaming him like why? And I remember exactly that feeling you talking about as a new parent. As a new parent, you just want to give your child the best. You want to give them a lot of times because we come from oppression. We want to give that child what we didn't have, which isn't always a wise thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's a natural thing. That's natural when you haven't had it. Well, I didn't have it. I want them to have it. You understand? Right. But that's not always a wise thing. And I give you a good example. My kids was little. I'm from Chicago originally, right? You know what I'm saying? We real big on Jordans. It's like you got to have you a pair of Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Or you get your city pad, you revolt. You feel me? So even as the shorties, we buying little baby shoes, Jordans. You know what I'm saying? They little toddler shoes, Jordans. You spending 40, 50, 60 bucks on some shoes that they're gonna wear literally one time. They're gonna wear one time for the little pictures. You know what I'm saying? If it's around the holidays, these, like you say, pictures with Santa Claus that they ain't gonna remember, pictures with the Easter Bunny that they ain't gonna damn remember, pictures at the birthday party where they get to smash up the cake, put their face all in it that they not gonna remember. You feel me? Now you done drop $60, $70 or whatever on Jordans, and they don't even know nothing about these shoes. They don't know they got the shoes on their feet. A baby, a child is happy with you smiling in their damn face. That's all they need. They chewing on their fingers all day. They happy. You know what I'm saying? You smile at them, they happy. You talk pacifier. Yeah, with the pacifier, they happy. But we're taught, no, you gotta go get this. You gotta go get $1,000 damn crib. You gotta get $1,000, you know what I'm saying, walker. You know what I mean? And it's all conditioning. They've conditioned us to be that's why we're the biggest consumers. I say it all the time. I can't say it enough. Black people alone spend $2 trillion every year because we've been taught to be the biggest consumers. That's a product of oppression, and that's also a product of us not having the wisdom and understanding of this Bible, man. You think about all that wealth that we just give away to these other nations so that they can chase you down like you Cyrus Belton and shoot you in your back. That's what we paid for. When we could have saved that money and had our own damn corner store, and it wouldn't be nobody chasing Cyrus Belton down. Matter of fact, Cyrus Belton, that would be his summer job because his parents would own that. His uncle would own that. You understand? We would own that city, own that damn town if we putting that $2 trillion right here. And see, we always talk about money, and we need to pool together, even with the boycott we got going on now. But anything that we do absent of the wisdom and understanding of this Bible is going to fail. It's going to fail. And if we don't understand that part, we just going in a never-ending cycle, a circle where, you know what I'm saying, we're going to always end up right back where we started at, man. that oppressor, again, he don't care nothing about his own. So even if we was to right now figure out to have our own ecosystem where we spend our money on our own, shit, next week they'll come up with a damn tax. They'll vote on it in Congress. They'll vote on the tax in Congress right now. You know what I'm saying? It's going to affect just us. And it'll be legal. We have to go by these laws, statutes, and commandments in the wisdom of this Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Yo Rib checking in. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ. Y'all Shema Thun by Shah. We got Kai checking in from Baltimore. Most High in Christ. Got Aqua Fidessa checking in also from VA. Oh, we also got Officer of Call Supply. I can't say from VA no more. I can't say from VA no more out of one. Officer of Call Supply by way of St. Louis now. Get that brother in. Yeah, he be up there with Captain Caldebar now. You know what I'm saying? Get that brother in. Mr. Already, brother. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I mean? Aqua Fidessa also. She said we playing Russian roulette. We absolutely are playing Russian roulette. We playing Russian roulette because we're not playing by the rules the Most High give us. We playing by the rules of that damn oppressor. And it's just a matter of time before it catches up to you. You know what I'm saying? We got UPK Yakawam in the building as well. Most High in Christ checking in from Louisiana. Get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Farai said the same thing with the phones. I'm from a era. I remember when the cell phone came out. I remember when the cell phones got big. You know what I'm saying? They went from being, remember them big block phones?
Come on.
That you use out there doing something you hadn't been doing. You know what I'm saying? In order to have it. Or you had a good gig or whatever. Then it moved to, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got to have a cell phone. Now you can't even imagine not being without your cell phone now.
Okay.
Which gives them a permanent connection to you now. This is why our children are so much more destroyed now than before. Now you have even less of an influence on your children. They got that phone with them all the time. That phone is teaching them white supremacy every time they jump on it. We all the same. It's coming together. This is the real wisdom. You can be a million different things, you know what I'm saying, on that cell phone. You can learn about all the different guys on that cell phone. You become oh so wise. Oh so wise. And then they just building you to be that consumer all over again, man. But when you go to when we look at Iran, right? That's a nation that because they are solidified in their identity, just naturally, they got more wisdom than we have as Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous people. Just because they have their identity, just because they're free. That being free, when you're free, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be underneath nobody else. We look at them, we talking about the money now, right? We talking about the cell phones and the toys and the cars and what they quote unquote say is wealth over here. I watched a report yesterday, right, out of one where the guy was saying that the numbers are so skewed in America. America is looked at as one of the richest nations, but in reality, it's one of the poorest. Because what they'll do is they'll imagine 10 people, right? If you got 10 people in a room and everybody got $1,000, everybody got a stack in that room with a average money or income or whatever is going to be $1,000. That's going to be the average money that they get, right? But if you put 1 billionaire in that room, just 1 billionaire, the average now looks like everybody got about 100 million. But in reality, you still got $1,000. He just got the billion. That's what's going on in America. And so we think in our mind, this is the most wealthiest nation. And you being hustled, you being played. You ain't never seen $1 million. You done made $1 million for somebody else. You never saw it. You done spent it. You never saw it. You never saw it. And because we don't have the wisdom of this Bible, we don't even see the money going. We done became just as that same oppressor that was out there in South Carolina kissing boots. We done became just as slow as him. He can't even see his own people is robbing him blind. He can't see it. And we can't see it either because we want to be a part of this place so much, man. But yeah, so the war's done heated up. Done heated up. They trading shots. They're going in. I think I got a little article right here. I'm gonna read real quick. Let me see.
You can put it up or not?
Yeah, I can put it up. Just kind of going over it. Let me see. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna read this post. You know what I'm saying? By your illustrious president. You know what I'm saying? Your wise and fearless leader, Donald Trump. You know what I mean? This is what he put out. This is what he put out a couple of days ago.
What does this fool said now?
He says that 1,000 missiles are locked and loaded and aimed at the Islamic Republic of Iran. I mind you that the next day after the day before he made this comment here, he was on live TV with Zelensky. He called Iran the Islamic Republic of Japan twice. That's your president. You know what I'm saying? He called it, and Zelensky looked at him like, you gonna stick with that? He just kept on going. The Islamic Republic of Japan think we playing with them. Nah, they the scum of the earth. You feel me? So y'all can Google that. You know what I'm saying? This is what he actually said out of his mouth. Knowing that if that was one of us, it would be a problem. We'd be considered the most dumbest person in the world. What they say, we was king. Well, Donald Trump, we was literate. We was literate at one point in time. We was coherent. You feel me? He said they got 1,000 missiles locked and loaded and aimed at the Islamic Republic of Iran, with thousands of more to immediately follow. Should the Iranian government act on its threat and pronounce in many corners of the globe to assassinate or attempt to assassinate the sitting president of the United States, in this case me. He sound like he's scared out of one. Sound like he's getting a little nervous. You know what I'm saying? It says orders have already been given and the U.S. military is ready and willing and able for a 1-year period of time, subject to extension, to completely decimate and destroy all areas of Iran. Then he says, praise be to Allah.
Hold on. Yo, time out. This dude's all right. Go ahead, Salak.
Nah, you too wild about the one. You can't make this up, man.
Can't make it up.
Like, so the Strait of Hormuz is closed, right? Everybody know it's closed. It's been closed. Once Iran did start opening up, they started charging people a toll. So now you're gonna pay a toll or a tax to come through there. Well, you got people listening to Trump thinking that Iran playing. Last week, Iran shot about five U.S. tankers trying to come through there, trying to go the Trump route or the American route. This was the threat that he was talking about, because Iran warned them a couple of times, like, hey, you know you're supposed to be over here paying this bread. Now, if you go through there without paying that bread, we're gonna knock you down. Well, they tried. They popped 5 tankers, and so now they going at it. So after they shot those tankers, you know what I'm saying? Then that's when America again doing at the end of that funeral for Khomeini. At the end of that funeral, that's when America started to hit them before the funeral even had ended. You feel me? And then that's when Iran came back, and we point this out again just to show they could easily be like, you know what? Okay, just give us the money. Give us some of the money that you done already stole for us. America, Trump already said they'd give him $300 billion. He already said they'd give him $300 billion. You can just give us that and we'll be good. You know what I'm saying? Like black people, like we be begging for reparations. You know what I'm saying? Well, Trump already tried to pay them reparations and it wasn't good enough for them because they're wiser than we are. See, we think that reparations is going to save us. We think reparations is the end all be all. It's going to save us. Well, reparations didn't stop Iran from popping those tankers. It didn't stop them. Why? Because they are a free people. So you fast forward to now, it says live updates. The ceasefire is unraveling as U.S. and Iran trade strikes again. And just in this title, now this title comes directly from a news feed. It shows you just how much America lies to you about everything. It ain't never been no damn ceasefire. They've been throwing shots the whole time. Imagine me and you got a ceasefire out of one, but I'm still beating up you. You still beating up me the whole time. This is a ceasefire. But every time we see each other, we fighting. That's not no ceasefire. But it's stuff like that, as simple as that, right? We hear them and we automatically believe what they say when we know they lying. America own people know it's lying to them. They know that if you got some of the richest billionaires right here in America, you also have some of the poorest people in the world right here in America. You have the largest wealth gap in history, in world history, right here in America. And what do they say? Oh, America's great. 250. Why? Because they believe those lies, man. They believe those lies. Even though everybody knows one no damn ceasefire, it's never been no ceasefire. It says a fresh round of attacks by U.S. They never stop attacking. They never stop. Israel never stopped hitting Lebanon. They doing Lebanon next week. Matter of fact, if we get here Thursday, I'm going to actually show some pictures of Gaza. And I'm going to show you some pictures of Lebanon. I'm going to show you some pictures of what democracy really looks like. I'm going to show you what democracy really looks like. Where they've decimated every single building. That's what America calls democracy. And if you can see that and understand that's what they did to us as a people. You feel me? They had a thing when they came out with COINTELPRO, it was to prevent the a young black messiah. That was the whole purpose of it. Why? We have got to destroy these people. We can't let these people have a beacon of hope. We can't let them have a beacon of knowledge. They can't never get that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that's inside of that Bible. Because if they get that, then we're going to become like how Iran is. We're going to start to develop free minds. And when you're a free man, slavery don't make sense to you. It doesn't register. So, you know what I'm saying? So, again, so the Strait of Hormuz is closed out of one. You know what I'm saying? It's closed up. As you can see, he says, praise be to Allah. And this is what we at now. You know what I'm saying? This is what we at now. You feel me? End time says we need to wake up. We definitely need to wake up. But that part of that being woke and wake up, we need to wake up to the right thing. We'll wake up to voting. Sometimes we'll wake up and think that voting is gonna fix it. Voting isn't going to fix it. We need to wake up to these laws, statutes, and commandments. We need to wake up to our identity and who we are. If you don't know your identity, you don't know which way you're supposed to move. You understand? You don't know how you're supposed to be. Those boys you raise, move how they move because they know who their father is and they know who they are. And as a result, they move a certain way. They got their marching orders. They got like that instruction book. You know what I'm saying? You was talking about out of one. Truth be told, if you black, Latino, or Native Indigenous, you the man, you the instruction book. That's where they're supposed to get the instructions from. You supposed to get them from this Bible. You supposed to be in here in the ISUPK learning, getting it. That's how you supposed to get it. That way you can be the proper head of your house and you can steer them the correct way. Problem is, man, we getting instructions from everybody, and they lying to us, and we not catching the lie, and we remaining unwise, man. So that's one of the things that happened. You know what I'm saying? That's going on right now. You also got Ukraine and Russia going at it, right? Ukraine and Russia is going at it. I think you got a video on that one out of one. Ukraine and Russia is going at it. Lindsey Graham, y'all let me know in the chat if y'all heard about Lindsey Graham. You know what I'm saying? Aqua for Wath. You know what I'm saying? That's right out of South Carolina where you at. You probably done heard about old Lindsey Graham. He been the main one champion going to war for the last 30 years. You know what I'm saying? He got a reputation for being a part of the community, but he a Republican. And he's a Christian, big Southern Christian Republican. So of course, out of one, he can't admit that he a part of the community. You know what I'm saying? He can't tell nobody that. You know what I mean? He can't tell nobody that. But he went over to Ukraine. Went over to Ukraine, got on television and said, look, we finna come with these sanctions against Russia. You know what I'm saying? We finna throw these sanctions on Russia. Oh, we finna end this war. We finna end this war. Y'all know what happened to him, right? Yeah, that next day he was gone. The next day he was gone out of one. You know what I'm saying? He came back over here. He was gone. I think you got a video on that. If you want to go ahead and put that up, we can play that real quick. You know
Which one? The Lindsey? You talking about the Lindsey Graham joint?
Correct, out of one. The one on Lindsey Graham. You know what I'm saying? Again, so he went over there, came back mysteriously. They say he just suddenly went away, which how you know don't even make no sense. Any other time in history, you allow another diplomat, foreign dignitary to go somewhere else on somebody else's soil and something happened to him. That's an act of war. They go over there, then mysteriously come back and they gone. That's an act of war. Putin done got rid of, I want to say, 3 or 4 presidential candidates that was running against him. Why you think he done been president for the last 40 years? You know what I'm saying? Putin done been president for the last 40 years because every time somebody run up against him, they mysteriously don't make it either out of one. You feel me? But again, America is such a coward. They're such a coward. You're being hustled, they robbing you blind. The only people they really gonna fight are the ones, the battles they know they can win. And that's against us, man. That's against us. They go to war with you if you black, Latino, or Native Indigenous. They go to war with you. So you can run whenever you want to out of one. No
sweat. I'm gonna just play this for a little bit.
Most time Christ.
Get a kick out of it.
So this is the day before old Ladybug Lindsey bit the dust. You know what I'm saying? They call them ladybugs. They call them ladybugs because apparently, you know what I'm saying, some of the sex workers he's hired before have snitched on him with photographs of some moles that he has on his backside. and he calls those his ladybugs. So they call them Ladybug Lindsey all throughout Congress. These are the people that's representing you. These are the people that's getting up there telling you we're a Christian nation. And we're fighting. And I think this is one of the fools that said up, you know what I'm saying? They said God was going to be with us for this war. This is one of the same people, matter of fact, that said that, well, the Bible says if you're with Israel, whoever blesses Israel, he's going to bless them. This is where you're getting your religious leadership from, your political leadership from Ladybug Lindsey. So you can go ahead and run it out of one to lock.
Yeah. He sounds just like a pastor for real.
He do
sounding exactly like a pastor.
He do.
Here we go. Bishop, damn Pastor Lindsey Graham.
I can't hear it out of one.
Yeah, can't nobody hear it. I got it muted, brother. Let's try this again.
So that Russian sanctions bill would give authority to President Trump to put tariffs on any country that was buying cheap Russian oil to prop up Putin. It would allow sanctions and tariffs on countries that buy Russian gas, the top 5.
So he talking that. So I guess this is about beef with Russia. He basically saying that Donald Trump wants to punish anybody that's doing business with Russia.
Correct.
So it's his way of trying to talk other countries out of doing business with Russia, and then basically to try to help cripple Russia, because if Russia can't do business with nobody, then goddamn, Russia's in trouble.
And look, just to add to what you said, out of one again, for you souls, you smart, red-blooded Americans, MAGA, make America great again, America first, right? Trump just took the sanctions off of Russia about 4 or 5 months ago. Yeah, he took the sanctions off of Russia right when the Strait of Hormuz started to close up, right, and the whole world was starting to feel the crunch. Well, America only gets a certain portion of oil from the Strait of Hormuz. The rest of the world depends on it, right? Russia is one of them. China is another one. You know what he did when it started? Oh, he got rid of the sanctions that was on Russia. Again, you're being hustled, but they're so smart. That's why I love it when they jump in the chat talking stupid. You're so smart. He took the sanctions off of Russia. He's over there saying we finna put the sanctions back on Russia. Well, why'd you take them off to begin with? Because you're being hustled and you're being played. One of the most profitable things, you know what I'm saying, as far as running a government, is war profiteering. They make so much money off of war. You know, it's done been over a million soldiers between Russia and Ukraine that's done already died in that war. Over 1 million. You don't never hear about it. Because you being hustled, man. You being played, man. You can go ahead and run it out once to lock it.
No, I was just gonna add to this shit. What in Trump just kissing Putin's ass last year in Alaska?
Facts.
weren't they best buddies? You know what I'm saying? Like they have a great relationship.
Look, Ukraine and Russia been at war. Ukraine is supposed to be an ally of America. Trump sat right down with Zelensky and said it was your fault. Even though Russia attacked Iran first, he said it was your fault. You just don't want to do no deal with him. You just don't want to get this over. I mean, shit on Zelensky doing a whole meeting on live TV. Has Zelensky hot going back. You know what I'm saying? Then he met with, like you said, with the quote unquote enemy, his buddy, and they're gonna work it out. Come on, you can't make this shit up, man. You can't make
glazing them.
You can't make this up, man.
Glazing Putin.
Had the soldiers get down on their knees and roll the red carpet out for Putin.
Come on, man.
Imagine that visionary. You had the soldiers on their knees rolling out the red carpet for Putin. Rondo, he had his boyfriend house. That's where he at. You know what I'm saying? You bogus for even coming over here asking us something like that. You feel me? He might be over there at your house. That's where he at. Gonna ask me what bishop Nathaniel. That's where he at. He over at your house in the back room. That's where he at with your daddy. Go ahead, Otto one. You can run it.
Shit, that's it.
Always got to
allow sanctions and tariffs on the 5 top countries that evade sanctions, that get cheap Russian oil to resell it for a profit.
Can't make this up. And then right after this, Like I said,
so
right
I
after
just
this.
saw like an explosion at like what appears to be like a hotel or something. You want to tell us
Yep,
about that?
exactly. That hotel over in Russia is where he was in Kyiv. That's where he was staying at. That hotel got hit, but according to American data, he was he suddenly passed away over here the next day back here in America. Don't add up. What he's holding right there, that's one of the drones that they got. That's one of the drones that he's holding in his hand over there in Kyiv, in Ukraine. You know what I mean? Yeah. And those are some of the same drones because that drone technology is what they're using to fight against the Russians. Russians are using the same Shahed drones that Iran is using and messing America up with. You feel me? So yeah, so that's what's going on in the picture right there. Salakia. Again, that's him with the drones. That's that same hotel being hit that he was in. So you have a lot of people on the other side saying that they think, you know what I'm saying, Putin clipped him. A lot of people saying that Putin clipped him. You know what I'm saying? You also got Mitch McConnell. You know what I'm saying? He's the head of that Senate, I believe, on the Republican side, and he's been out of commission, right? Until Ottawa about 30 minutes ago. So while you was talking, right, I got a notification that popped up on my phone that said Mitch McConnell woke up. It said he woke. You can't make this shit up. It said he woke up. He had pneumonia and he passed out, but he's back now. So we shall see.
Woke up and said, "Psych."
Yo, you can't. That just popped up about 30 minutes. When it popped up, I wrote it down. That joint just popped up about 30 minutes ago. You can't make this up. You can't make it up.
Can't be serious.
You can't make it up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
this is your government, man. And again, we bring this out again just to show you how ridiculous it is. Also to show you that the GDP of Iran is about $360 million. I mean, $360 billion. Black people alone spend $2.2 trillion a year. We spend more money 3 times as much as what their GDP is. 3 times as much as Iran, a country with 90 million people in it. We spend that much, and that's just black people alone. And with that 360 billion, they saying we're not bound down. They saying we are free people. You're not taking over anything, kid. We're gonna fight till we can't fight no more. Well, what happened to the fight of blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous people? Where our fight go? Where did our fight go? How do we come from the people that's being unalive, being strung up, being alligator bait, being fed to the sharks, being burnt alive, fingers cut off, limbs cut off? Emmett Till, Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, and we fast forward here now. We just all want to get along. We all just the same. We all just want to hold hands. We out here, damn it, celebrating damn 4th of July with them. We celebrating 4th of July with them, man. Do you think any proud Iranian was out there celebrating America's 250th? Maybe a couple of their traitors was. It's over here. I guarantee they wasn't celebrating it over there. Guarantee they weren't celebrating it. But you were. Black man, Latino man, they did Native Indigenous man. How I know? I know because of the next couple of stories we about to get into. Everybody heard about Nolan Wells. That brother was out there celebrating 4th of July with the oppressor. They found him in the water, Ottawa. His friends went home. The mother of the judge, mother of one of the friends, first thing they did was delete their accounts. They deleted their accounts. Everybody came up with their stories. Right? While this boy mama calling and looking for him. And he's unalive, floating in the damn water. But he was out there with his friends. Wasn't no Iranians celebrating the 4th of July. Nolan Wells was. Nolan Wells wasn't the only one that was celebrating the 4th of July. It was a brother by the name of Deion Walton. He was celebrating 4th of July too. Out there with his white friends. He drowned. He gone. You understand what I'm saying? We refused to learn. There was another brother by the name of Jarard Jackson. He had the damn Electric Forest music concert. Nothing but oppressors out there. Nothing but oppressors. I make a video, the oppressors mad at me. It wasn't all white. Damn event, 90-some% of oppressors out there. Caucasians out there. The way we well, that sounds like that's all white to me, Ottawa. You know what I'm saying? Right. Come on, man. But he was out there. He's found unalive from a rope in a tree. in a neighboring city because he's out there with the oppressor. But one no Iranians celebrate one at the damn Electric Forest Festival. They was out there having a funeral, preparing for war, preparing for their last days if it be, because they are free people, and we're not a free people. We just want to be a part of them. We just want to hold hands. Well, who taught us that? Christianity taught us that, man. The Bible doesn't say that. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that. Nowhere in the Bible where you see where the Most High took us out of Egypt and said, okay, well, y'all go over there and just get along with everybody. Y'all go over there and y'all vote with the Amorites and the Haggites. Y'all go over there and vote with them. Y'all go over there and hold hands with them. Y'all be friends with them. Y'all marry them. It don't say that in the Bible. It says the exact opposite. It said don't deal with them. Don't have nothing to do with them. It says tear their altars down. Now, we're not telling you to physically go out there and tear nothing down, right? But we are telling you to go out there and separate from their Christianity, from their Islam, from their Buddhism. You notice I'm not saying this is none of our stuff. This is all of them. That Bible belongs to us, and we so quick to give that away to them out of one. We get that to them.
Right.
Our people say that all day. White man wrote that book. How he wrote the book when he's condemned in the book? How he wrote it? How he wrote the book when he wrote the damn Constitution, and that's falling apart in your damn face. They got to have an amendment after an amendment after an amendment. Then they don't honor the amendment. Then a new president come in, throw all that shit out the window.
Yeah, the Supreme Court.
Go ahead, Adawan.
Salaki, they be trying to manipulate the Supreme Court, you know what I'm saying, with their appointments and shit like that so that they can, you know, rule about this or that being unconstitutional or constitutional, you know, because it's all halfway subjective. It's garbage.
Fact. It's garbage. But they wrote the Bible, though, Adawan. Them the same people that wrote the Bible.
Nah, they couldn't write this thing. Not with all the wisdom and the understanding that's in there.
So I was gonna read, if it's the wild about it, when I was just gonna read a little bit about the cases that I just wrote. You know what I'm saying? We just got a little bit I want to read on just so again, if y'all want to be able to pull it up on your own, you feel me? Sure. Of course, you can always go to the different sites: ISUPK Baltimore, ISUPK Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, and you'll see the different stories we do. Shout out to all the brothers in the media department in the Israelite school, the Universal Practical Knowledge. Get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Brothers that work tirelessly every day, thankless job. Your own people can't stand you when all you trying to do is tell them the truth, teach them the truth. With Emmett Till, we shouldn't have to even worry. We shouldn't even be at the point where we need to hear about a Nolan Wells when Emmett Till happened. Right. And the reason why we still need to hear it, because we don't forget about Emmett Till. Yeah. We don't forget about Kendrick Johnson. Kendrick Johnson rolled up in a damn mat on his own. Out of one, Officer Bakar shared those pictures. Guess what? Right. His pictures look just like Emmett Till, if not worse.
Right.
And we still need a reminder. We still need a sign. The Bible says the rebellious people look for a sign. Well, I need to see the video. Well, I don't know. Well, it's black on black crime. All of that trash that these people done taught you to say, so that they never have to face accountability for what they've done to our people, man.
Right.
So this is why these things keep happening. And they're going to continue to happen until we wake up. They're going to continue to happen. You may want to join with the oppressor. You feel me? You may think Becky the finest thing in the world because you watch illicit material. You've been growing up, you don't grew up watching illicit material. So you think Becky is the finest thing in the world. No sweat. No sweat. No sweat. You want to be like, what's that influencer's name? That went over there with her husband in Tanzania. You know what I'm saying? Who talk bad about black men on every post and become an internet celebrity, right? You want to go over there like her. You want to get you old Ken. You know what I'm saying? You want to get you Adam. You know what I mean? You that's who you want a wife. That's who you want to be a wife to. You want to be like Serena, right? And Venus. And that may be what you want to do, but the Lord is going to do something different. The Lord says, though hand in hand be joined together, the wicked ain't going unpunished. What the Most High said is going to stand. And he told us to be separate. The God of the Bible is about division. And I don't care what your pastor say. The God of the Bible is about division. That's why they always run from that Old Testament. That's why they try to tell you it's a difference between the Old Testament and the New Testament. It ain't no damn difference. What you think Christ was teaching when he was here on earth? Christ was teaching from the New Testament. He said, I didn't come to destroy the prophets or the law. He didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets. He didn't come to get rid of none of that. He was quoting from Isaiah, quoting from Jeremiah. He was quoting from the prophets before him. He said, y'all didn't listen to Moses. I know you ain't gonna listen to me. That sounds like a nigga talking now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't listen to Moses. I know you ain't gonna listen to me.
He said over it.
He said, you ain't listen to Moses. So I see right through you. I know what this is. Nah, you're gonna have to get it from our priests and prophets, man. You want it, you're gonna come in there and get it. And that's the problem. On the side note, that's why you see so many different Israelite groups. The person that got in and asked me that dumbass question, right? Asked me that dumbass question about the purple people. There's only one Israelite group in the world. That's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Everybody else is a Christian. It's a Christian with fringes on their shirt. They're Christian. Period, point blank. They had no permission to leave. They had no permission to leave and start up no other damn group. John wasn't in the truth. John had his own disciples. So he didn't follow Christ. And you're not following Christ either if you're in one of these other groups, man. And you the problem. You're stealing from the Most High. You're stealing from the body of the Most High. And you're doing the same shit the church do. Y'all go out there and do your own thing. Make it up your own way. Everybody got a little bit of the truth. Ain't that what they tell you? If your pastor is not feeding you, you go to another church. All that garbage, man. Well, this is what these brothers right here thought. I'm just going to read a little bit of it. It's like, you already know how when you can jump in anytime. You know, I get started sometimes. Like, it's Officer Carr's fault. Because Officer Carr's you know what I'm saying? It's his fault. He know how I get. You understand? You know how I get. I'm like, I got to hold my brothers down. God damn it. But no, man. So this first one again, this is Jarard Jackson. This was up in Rothbury. He's from Illinois, but they traveled to this Electric Forest concert or whatever the hell it is. Where guess who was one of the headliners? When I'm arguing with these devils in the chat, right? Well, Shaq was one of the headliners. It couldn't have been a all YT function. Shaq, that's the only damn function Shaq performed at. Shit, Nelly performed at the White House. I bet there weren't too many brothers there. Go ahead, other one.
You said Shaq, like Shaquille O'Neal?
Like Shaquille O'Neal.
He performed.
Him and T-Pain. They was one of the only two African Americans on the roster. They gonna try to tell me that this wasn't no all white event.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Salagi, didn't Snoop do Donald Trump's inauguration or something like that? Exactly.
And it wasn't too many. It wasn't too many there, and I'm in that body either. Matter of fact, we got time. I'm gonna show you a body of the House and the Senate. They took this one big picture together. You can't find but one or two brown faces in the whole damn crowd, man. Tell me it wasn't no damn white event. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Shaq used to be a rapper. Shaq, you know what Shaq is? You know what Shaq is? Shaq is the perfect weapon for the oppressor. That's what Shaq is. Big and useless. Big, strong, and useless for nothing. No voice for his people. Becomes a damn police officer to harass his people. Gets on national television and downs his own people. You know what I'm saying? All them damn stars, man. But we're not even gonna talk about them. Let's get to this story. That's a whole nother topic there. You get all that damn money, the Lord done bless you with all that talent. You get that money, you go give it to an oppressor like Shay Shay. You give it to a damn OnlyFans model like Shay Shay, $20 million. No, it wasn't 50 million. Damn OnlyFans model. Come on, man. All right, so bet this 28-year-old Illinois man, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they said it was a self-unaliving, which no black man, I don't care how lost in the sauce he is, I don't care how much he suffers from Stockholm Syndrome, we don't unalive ourselves with ropes from trees. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. You feel me? Ray J said she just literally seen brothers telling people that Esau will make it to the kingdom, and that's the problem. That's what these other groups do. That's what that church do. It promises them salvation just like Christianity taught us, and that's why they make all the big bucks. Like how they said on what's that? Damn, Coming to America. You on the fries? That's you making you be doing the fries. They on the big bucks. They making the big bucks now. Why? Because they say everybody can be saved. Everybody getting the kingdom. Everybody getting the salvation. Even though John 4:22 says salvation is of the Jews. Got a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's why Christ said he didn't get rid of the law of the prophets, man. It said the Michigan police have identified the body in a wooded area near Hart Montauk Bike Trail. You know what I'm saying? So he went to this festival at the Electric Forest Festival, Salakia. So they're providing an update. 28 years old from Illinois, said he was he's seen at approximately 10 a.m. leaving the festival. What else? Said left his cell phone and other personal belongings behind. Right there, you already know that you have. Go ahead, Ottawa.
No, I was gonna say, all right, the Electric Forest Festival. I've seen clips of that. That's white people. So like, yeah, that's
I tried to tell them
white people on acid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and some people even said that in the chat, which is so crazy. You said that, Ottawa. Some people in the chat, because they try to say that the brother had a mental breakdown. His parents would say he's never had any kind of mental issues before. People in the chat, oppressors in the chat, said, well, he probably was tripping off. He had a bad trip. He probably had a bad trip. Even though I still don't say I know bad trip gonna end you up in the forest in a tree. You know what I'm saying? Doing that, I don't see that even with a bad trip, right?
Okay, well, okay. Here's what I'll say to that. Okay, I can conceive that a bad trip, but I damn for sure could conceive some angry white people doing it.
Why they couldn't trip? Bad trip.
Tell me that's impossible. I can see where, okay, you got a bad trip and you've done some terrible things. He said, okay, that's a thing that happens. But you're not gonna sit here and tell me that white people don't get angry enough to do this kind of thing.
Come on, man.
that's it. So you know, if you'd like to, you can leave it in the middle. Again, I'll just whatever. It ain't gonna shake or break what I understand about this world, because I got wisdom and understanding. I do know it would behoove this brother to have never fucking been there.
To begin with.
To have never gone to this Electric Forest Festival. If he did not go, I'd venture to say he'd probably still be alive. About that.
Period, point blank. And that's what it boils down to. Again, you out there with not our folks doing things that's not our culture. Doing ass and trip, that's not our culture. The Lord tells us not to do these things in the Bible. The Bible says, I suffer a witch not to live. It says an ungodly man, you know what I'm saying, burn is a fire burning in his lips. We're not supposed to do none of that. And if you had the proper wisdom and understanding, you would understand the only reason that we do those things is because we've been oppressed and we under so much pain, man. But the way to deal with that pain, you don't deal with that pain by getting high. That's a war tactic by America. That's why in other countries that the penalty for narcotics is so severe in other countries. Why? Because they've seen America and the Britons do the same thing as far as getting their people strung out on narcotics so that they can take over their governments. That's what they've done to them. So that's why those penalties are so high. Those people in Iran, and I keep going back to them because I'm damn near envious of them. They not over there getting high out of one. They ain't rolling up. They ain't tripping. You know what they doing? They preparing. They're mourning. They're lost, and they're preparing to go to war. That's what a free person do. You know what a slave does? A slave finds the next best high so he can escape, and he don't have to be there no more. So they found this brother, you know what I'm saying, again, in the woods, unalived himself. This was one of the doggone cases where Jay said China did the exactly. So they did the same thing with the opioids. It was the opioid wars with the doggone Chinese. The same thing. That's a war tactic. They put crack in our neighborhood on purpose. That's a war tactic. Anybody that was around during the 80s, everybody got locked up. They decimated whole generations. The fact that we even run around here getting high now, that shows you how unwise we are as a people, man. So this was one of the brothers. Another one was Daniel Irving. All right, this was in Dallas. This brother, he went out. Two of his YT friends show up to pick him up out of one in Texas to go fishing. Right? They go fishing. The other two end up coming back home. They don't even let the mom and them know nothing. They don't even let them know nothing. She looking for him. So now she calling and she calling and she calling. Then his body washes up. They go out and search the lake. They find the boy body. Months and months later, because this just happened with them arresting this one oppressor here. It's actually two of them. They just arrested this one, and this happened back in April. So after her nonstop calling, right, for her child, they go out there. He finally get arrested, and I'm gonna read it. It says Dallas police have arrested 19-year-old Lucas Roper. Again, one of them, not the second, not the other one, with the death of Daniel Irving, who disappeared after leaving his home with 2 men on April 13th, on 2026. It says his body was later recovered from Lake Ray Hubbard. Again, why is any of us out there the damn water with these oppressors, man?
Like
Go ahead, Ottawa.
Hey, is your TikTok chat sure that this wasn't just a bad trip?
Yeah, this might be a bad trip. Might just be a
bad trip. Another damn bad trip.
They were having a bad day. You know what I'm saying? A bad day. You know he's having a rough time.
And then it's a lot here. If I may, like the climate for this kind of behavior, this violent behavior towards a nation that's undesired. You know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't there some kind of like white supremacist march on the 4th of July in DC?
Patriot Front right there in DC.
Like weren't they like quite out in the open about like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, we on that? Yeah, it was a peaceful march, but the message was very like clear, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this wasn't peaceful. That's right, damn right.
Can't we get back the Confederate, you know what I'm saying, tight terms? Weren't they flying the Confederate flag?
They followed the Confederate flag and an upside down American flag, saying it is a signal of distress. Sure did, Ottawa. Yeah.
Come on. I mean, there's a such thing as a bad trip, but there's also a such thing as a dangerous, violent white man.
Facts. And it's a such thing as a bad record.
Now here's the thing. I ain't seen a bad trip in a while. I ain't seen bad trip in the news in a while, but I have seen angry, racist, violent white men in the news
over and over again. Ottawa, you're absolutely correct.
Frequently,
over and
commonly.
Over. Yep.
It's commonplace.
Yep.
So,
and then get this, Ottawa. Like when you read this, he got locked up, right? It says he's charged with tampering with or fabricating physical evidence with intent to impair the investigation. He's been held on a $10,000 bond. Carmelo went in there. Carmelo Anthony was defending himself, and they gave that boy $1 million damn bond. $1 million bond. They know this devil done unalived this brother. They know he did. You got him for fabricating with evidence. Come on, man. Yeah.
What did he write a damn a suicide note? Dear world. No, wait a minute. How would a brother say it? Sup, y'all.
I know, right? Yeah,
like, what did he do?
Right? Nah, we was kings, but since I ain't no king, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna end it all right now.
Silly.
Come on, man. And as you can see, though, if you look in this picture, for all the brothers and sisters on YouTube, you look in this picture, you see that brother in the background, you see what's hanging around his neck. And because of what's hanging around his neck, that's why that brother didn't see the danger or recognize the danger that he was in, man. That's why he didn't recognize. Go ahead, Ottawa.
Nah, I was just going to add my my shared screen to the page, just going back to what you were first talking about, that
I got you.
Electric force, in case anybody trying to figure out what that looked like. I think I got to remove yours.
Yeah, go ahead.
Put you right back up there.
Nah, you
but this that electric force. Like this ain't.
They thought I was making it up, so yeah, please show them.
This ain't our people kind of thing. Like this all colored. Like this is what they call like a rave. Yeah, everybody understand what a rave is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know what I'm talking about, like this is a big ass rave in the middle of a forest with all kinds of just psychedelic lights and stuff, and just
so you know what they own. Look at that picture.
Like this ain't. I mean,
you can play Where's Waldo with this and try and where's the nigga at this picture? You can do Where's Waldo with this picture right here. TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Find the black man in this picture. Find the black man in this picture.
Put it in the chat when you spot him. Put it in the chat.
Find the black man in this picture right here, man. Come on, man. Look, I should have added that to the post I put up, man. You find a black man in that picture.
It's
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that's all.
You can, we had 2 comments also I wanted to address. Rajay said that in the 80s, we were building wealth and so forth. We were building wealth. You know what I'm saying? We was doing better, and that's when that crack era destroyed everything. And I give y'all a good example because they are absolutely correct. Compton right now is known as the hood. Well, guess what? Before the 80s, before the crack epidemic, that was one of your well-to-do off neighborhoods. That was one of your good black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Well-to-do, wealthy neighborhood. Now you look at it now, you know what I'm saying? Now that you look at it now, you see that again, this is just a product, you know what I'm saying? And a product of what that crack era did to us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Salakia, I just want to add the crack epidemic was chemical warfare by definition.
That's right.
It was chemical warfare.
That's right. That's
like
right.
that's the shit that terrorism is made of. You know what I'm saying? Like that's and who went to jail for it?
Nobody.
You know we know who the culprit was.
Nobody.
You understand? Like we know who had their hands in it. Who was punished for it?
Well,
who
I take that back for it. We went to jail for it. And
right. Come on.
Not the ones who brought it in.
Come on, yeah. I guess someone did go to jail for it.
Yeah, we did. Charlie said that's the truth. They say they're from Los Angeles. We went to jail for it. They made Snowfall. They made movies about it. They even wrote books about it. They went to Congress and spoke about it. Went to Congress. I think what's the one sister name? That's been in Congress forever. Maxine Waters went there and spoke on it. Like, look, this is chemical warfare, just like you said. This is the proof. This coming from here. It wasn't over here before. It's over here now. This is what it's done to the neighborhoods. Threw that shit out the window. They didn't care. Didn't care. Locked us up by the droves forever. Giving brothers football numbers. Locking up pregnant sisters. They had pregnant women handcuffed to the damn bed, giving birth, baby and her in jail. Why? Because they were on crack. But right now, the police and the damn ambulance ride around with Narcan. They ride around with Narcan and hand that shit out to you. The police give out Narcan. The ambulance give you Narcan.
Right.
Why? Because now it's an opioid epidemic.
Yeah.
Now it's an epidemic all of a sudden. They ain't locking nobody up now. Saw a damn video where one oppressor look just like this oppressor in this picture right here. Overdosed 4 times. He on the news talking about it. Yeah, this is my 4th time overdosing. They came out, hit me with the Narcan, came out, hit me again, came out, hit me again. And he's on the news. Look, he's on the news talking about it like it's sweet, knowing if that's one of us, we locked up.
And look, well, you know they like to jump out of planes and shit and bungee jumps and stuff. Like, you know they love a good rush. Ain't no kind of rush like goddamn seeing that white light.
Man, the dude OD 4 times and was sitting up there with a straight
bungee jumping towards the white light is crazy.
I guess he woke up like, man, they done messed up my money. I got some more money. Shit, hold up.
Yeah, the blew his high by bringing him back to life. I guess being dead's the ultimate high.
Yeah, push it to the mat. But he wasn't locked up. He wasn't taken away from his children. He wasn't taken away from his wife. He wasn't ostracized in his community. No, he can keep on functioning. Go back to work, get some more money, and get high right over again. And they're gonna hit him with Narcan and bring him back to life. Charlie said the entire city of Miami was built off cocaine. Absolutely. You also made another comment. Oh yeah, Charlie said that regardless of the oppressor being angry or not angry, like you were saying, out of one, if they angry, if they tripping, if they not tripping, they have a history, a documented, well-proven history of unaliving us, of torturing us, of doing us wrong. So with that well-proven track record, go ahead, out of one.
The Bible calls it a perpetual hatred.
Ezekiel 35:5.
I'm just saying.
A perpetual hatred.
I mean, this is old news. This is old news. You better understand it.
Facts. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Little Panther said CIA has a hand in the music being played. CIA, the government got a hand in everything that destroys us. You're absolutely correct. Everything and all the negative stuff is what they play over and over again. Anything positive they don't play. You feel me? NDRE came out last week talking about that one song, the scamming song or whatever, right? And they've been dogging her online all week long now. They've been dogging her online all week long. She was one of the last positive artists we had. You feel me? And made good music, but you wasn't gonna hear that back to back like you hear this other garbage we hear. All right, last story we're gonna go before we get up out of here. You also had Deion Walton. Now, if we have more time, I actually wanted to play this video. If y'all get a chance, y'all pull up this video with Deion Walton. I might play it on Thursday because it's once you see this video out of one, you're gonna see exactly what was going on, what was going on wrong with this boy's life. It's two, they interviewing his uncles. They're interviewing his uncles out of one. One uncle is an oppressor. The other uncle is not an oppressor. They're interviewing his uncles. I put uncles in quotation. Spend it. The water lady, Jay. You know what I'm saying? That damn spend it, son. But his uncles. You feel me? They're so upset. The one oppressor ain't as upset as the brother. So I don't know if he got a real biological connection to the dude, or maybe they adopted the boy. But he was an athlete, right? He was an athlete. He goes out on 4th of July with his friends, right? And he don't make it back. They say he mysteriously drowned. He got out too far. They couldn't get to him in time, and he drowned as well. So this is guess where this was at? Not Mississippi, but Alabama, right there next door. This is in Covington, Alabama. I don't know what the hell is going on. When we was coming up, we knew. I got family from Mississippi. I got family in Mississippi and in Alabama, right? Which a lot of us do who live up north. But we always knew it's different down there than it was up here. Not to say that the oppressors love you or like you any less or more, depending on where you at, but it's shown. It's more it's more obvious, and they're bold with it in the South. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more underlined, you know what I'm saying, the further north you get. But now it seems like if the barriers are gone now. Because this is a second story, you know what I'm saying? The second story where they in the deep South. And they out hanging with their oppressor friend. So that to me, that's wild that they don't understand these dangers, the dangers in doing this, man. But it says strong high school student athlete drowns in the lake on 4th of July. We are not supposed to be celebrating 4th of July. So if you think that this is an accident, there's no such thing as an accident. The Lord says, I kill and I make alive. That's what the Most High says in the Bible. That's what he said. He says, I'm a terrible power. If it went down, he did it. If it went down, he did it. So why would this happen with us and our people, you know what I'm saying, again, on this 4th of July? You feel me? But it says Jason Walton and John Walton's stomach turned. They got a frightening call from their nephew's football coach. So he out there with the rest of his football buddies, told him that their nephew Deion had gone missing. They killed me with this gone missing. You know what I'm saying? In a community lake, said the parents who owned the home said they tried to jump in and find them and they couldn't. The brother said it just don't seem real. The family said he was a mediocre swimmer and he was used to pools but not lakes. So you tell me why the hell you out in the lake with these damn oppressors and you can't even swim in deep water to begin with. I do want to read this last part. Now, that first part is what the black brother said, right? That uncle. The oppressor uncle. This is what the oppressor uncle said out of one. He says, be careful. This is right after the brother said what he said, right? He said, be careful. The message is not don't get in there on a holiday and have fun because this could be the consequences, but be careful. He said that's the message he wanted to leave with. Your quote unquote nephew gone. He had to end it up with, we're not saying don't go out there and have a good time on the holidays. You know what I'm saying? That's not the message, even though this boy gone, man. The Bible says that is the damn message. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says that's the exact message.
For a bullshit holiday. Salakia.
Go ahead, Ottawa.
For a bullshit holiday. Celebrating and having fun on a ridiculous like I said, it's
independence. It's not even your independence
that a complete traitor could participate in. You know what I'm saying? If you come from if you got ancestors, you know what I'm saying, that were subject to this beast that obtained its independence 250 years ago from its oppressor, its taxing ass oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you celebrating that, like you're just a sellout and just shameful. Facts. And you don't know no better. And you won't know if we don't tell you this.
Facts.
Because your pastor is going to put on his red, white, and blue. Gonna fire up the grill. He's gonna do his thing for Independence Day.
That's right.
Like Officer Yagadar said, man, the Lord, these are things that anger the Most High.
That's right.
There's a scripture where the Bible says that the Most High says, I despise your feast days.
That's Amos. You want me to put it out of one?
No, you ain't got to. They could go look that up.
Because you know they
I know the Christian
the
church
Bible.
told you that God only loves. God is all love. Well, God don't love your damn stupid feast and your feast day. He don't love your holy your damn 4th of July. He hates it. And man, when God sees you doing this nonsense, he gets angry like a righteous father would, man.
Facts.
So he might make a couple of examples. You understand? There might be some hell to pay. There's a scripture in Revelations that also says, come out of her, my people.
That's the Revelations 18.
That you be not partakers of her sins and you receive not of her plagues, man.
That's right.
Like imagine you just sat home on the couch. Hard to drown there. Hard to fucking go missing in your bedroom. You understand? Like, sit it out. Opt out of it. You don't have to. There's no militia that's going to come drag you out of your house because you don't smell like charcoal smoke on the 4th of July. You don't have to, man. God damn. On the East Coast, I don't know about you. God damn. I think it was 100 degrees.
115 damn degrees.
It was 100 degrees out there. What are you talking about? Like, you know how many people had medical issues on the 4th of July, trying to celebrate the 4th of July in the midst of heat. I don't know the term for it that they were using. It was a heat wave, like a severe heat wave.
Facts.
You get rushed to the damn hospital dying because you got to sit outside waiting for the fireworks.
Trying to celebrate somebody else's independence.
Celebrating some garbage. Celebrating the birthday of your oppressor. Celebrating your abuser's birthday.
That's right.
Wrap that up. Like put that in your goddamn leaf and smoke it. You're celebrating the birthday of the person who terrorizes you.
That's right. To this day.
You're celebrating his birthday? Yeah, you catch that heat stroke with your FAFO is what Yagadar said earlier. You understand? We're hard-headed, stiff-necked, gullible people. And we think that if he sees us celebrating his birthday, then he'll have compassion on us. He'll have mercy on us. The Bible says, fear God. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
That's right.
Fear God and keep his commandments. That's the whole duty of man. We don't fear God. We don't think what God might feel if we go celebrate something that he hates. Oh, we don't understand. The Christian church has taught us that God is a joke. You know what I mean? Just a happy joke. God, his wrath for our disobedience is so palpable. You understand? Like we're in the condition we're in because of our disobedience. You understand? The transatlantic slave trade, that whole thing, that all of that terror and brutality, all of the unaliving, like all of that. What did they call it in what did NATO consider it?
That was the worst,
biggest, what is it? The most heinous crime against humanity.
Yep, worst crime against humanity in history. Yep.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, that's God's wrath because of our disobedience.
That's
and
right.
Here we are, 2026, July 4th, 2026, still doing the same thing.
That's right.
And we see these cases, like, and we don't wake up. I tell you what, we're not going to stop trying to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to stop trying. Yo, what you doing? We're not going to stop. Some people gonna hate us for it. You know, it is what it is. You know, they crucified my king for it.
That's right.
You understand? And with that said, you know, come what may. And in the UPK, we welcome that.
That's right. That's right. That's
So
the whole job, man. Real quick before we get up out of here, one Israel lady said her co-worker loves to celebrate, and that's the problem. She said her co-worker from Guyana. That means she went from Guyana. That means she one of us. You know what I'm saying? And she out there celebrating, and again, and that's the problem. Little Panther said, it's not malicious to stay indoors. It absolutely isn't. Like you were saying, one. Right now, they don't have a militia to come and get you and drag you outside and make you celebrate the 4th of July. Now, with the way that 250 have looked out on the Washington lawn, them 12 people that went down there, I don't know.
That
next
vacant
year,
lot.
Yeah, that vacant lot. They might be snatching you out the house. Next year, it might be a prerequisite. You might have to pay a damn tax. You know what I'm saying? For not going out there and celebrate next year. But right now, it's not that case. Those scriptures that you mentioned, one, I put those in the chat.
The water, I see that. The water,
on YouTube, for the ones that's on TikTok, those scriptures that one was talking about, that first one is Amos chapter 5, verse 21. The Most High say he despises our feast days, and that's your 4th of July. That's your Christmas. That's your Mother's Day. That's your Thanksgiving. That's your damn Thanksgiving. Then Easter, all those. Most High say he hates those days. And like Otto said, we're not concerned with what he hates because we're too worried about caring about what this damn oppressor, what this country says is right. All right. So and then the next thing you said was the Bible says to come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. That's Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. Revelation chapter 18 is talking about these end times that we're going into, and again warning us to step away from this place. We just got through reading to you about Iran and US, man. And Russia and Ukraine, man, Gog and Magog, and China gonna get ready to take Taiwan. You feel me? And North Korea is gonna get ready to take back South Korea, and they already at war all over Africa right now. Right now, the Africans done kicked out France. They done kicked France out of Africa. They told Macron and they got to go. You feel me? So it's going to continue to keep going and keep growing, and that's what it's talking about in these scriptures right here. And the last one that you mentioned was that Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. You can say what you want to say about the Bible. You can come with all these different ideologies and exegesis, listening to these damn oppressors, or you can go by what this Bible says. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes, let us come to the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. That's the whole duty of man. The church teach you don't follow the commandments. The commandments is gone. You should know right there as a man, you ain't supposed to be in there. Period, point blank. The commandments tell you to stay holy and separate away from these people. Right there, and that one scripture right there, we would be so much wiser if we just listen to that. That's all. If we just listen, if we didn't listen to nothing else, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, again, the water for everybody that joined us today. We went over a little bit, but it's Sundays. We do that on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? The water for you joining us out of one. The water for everybody on YouTube that joined us. For everybody that joined us on TikTok. We made it through the whole TikTok. You know what I'm saying? They ain't kick us out of here today. Most High Christ.
TikTok bluffing. They ain't gonna do shit. They worse than Trump. They ain't gonna do shit. If you are, y'all please give us a follow on TikTok. You can also follow us on Chop and Cut. We got a Chop and Cut channel as well. We just didn't have a brother running that one tonight. The water you Rawaf, you know what I'm saying? Again, out there getting them boot kisses in South Carolina, doing their damn thing. You feel me? And we're gonna keep on bringing this truth, like Otto said. You know what I'm saying? So to all the Akim, all the brothers that's out there, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah Baraka Thumb, to all the Akwathi and all the sisters, Yahweh Shema, the Thun Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah. Hey, we're gonna do it again, man, real soon. This is Chop and Cut. All right, Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.